Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Wednesday, December 1st, 2021. Let's take a look at the Forex calendar. What do we see here is data from the Tokyo session. The most important thing is the gross domestic product released at 2:30. This gross domestic product is from Australia and it beats the expectations of minus 2.7% with the number of minus 1.9%. This gross domestic product data are for the third quarter. Next data worth to mention are PMI manufacturing data from Japan that beat the expectations of 54.2 with the number of 54.5, and the market final manufacturing PMI that was worse than expected, 50.5 points, and was released at the level of 49.9. During the London session we got data from the across Eurozone in form of the PMI manufacturing data. PMI manufacturing data are scheduled for release from 10:45. The first one will be from Italy, then France, Germany, and then of course the Eurozone. PMI manufacturing data from the UK scheduled for release 11:30, and during the New York session we got the ADP non-farm employment change scheduled for release quarter past 3. Then we have of course the ISM manufacturing data as usual, and the construction spending. Moreover, we got the speech from the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, and at the end of the day we have a crude oil inventory scheduled for release at 5:30. So today's calendar looks kind of busy. Let's start with analysis of Australian dollar. So we will take a look on the current situation. As you can see, our ABCD pattern worked perfectly. One-to-one market geometry level at 7,537 worked almost to the pip. Since then we are trending really hard to the downside. Recently we broke below all of the market support levels. We broke below all of the last lows, like 7,171. All of those levels will now be technical resistance, including the recent low at 7,107. As you can see, I'm not marking it now, everything in red, which means all of these levels are now the technical resistance levels. So we have an interesting pin bar here with the low at the level of 7,064 pips, and there is a bounce. There is a bounce because the market conditions are extremely oversold, and the RSI is below the level of 30. So we have a slight move to the upside towards 7,171. But this technical resistance is keeping the bulls from rally higher. As you can see, we got this this level, kind of an important technical resistance right now. In case of a breakout, the next target is 7,224. But what are the what are the targets for the downside? Well, the next target to the bears to the downside is 6,992. This is the technical support, of course, and it looks like we are going there after the bounce is done. The recent bounce wasn't much. The recent bounce was about, I think, 1%. Yeah, 125%. So this one shouldn't be any much bigger than the previous one. As you can see, we already bounced 1.55, apparently 1.55%. So we should not expect the higher levels, that 7,171, and we should expect the market to move a little bit lower towards 6,992 technical support. Let's now take a look at the euro dollar. Euro dollar has bounced. Euro dollar has bounced from almost from the technical support level at 1.1167, 1.1153. The recent low was made at 1.1186, which is 19 pips only above the technical support. The market is back to the channel, but it didn't even the daily candlestick didn't close above 1.1373. The market broke above this level, but there is no candle close above this level. So we are waiting for market participants to close the daily candle above this level, and then we can say the market is going towards 1.1424 and 1.1501. Those are the key nearest technical resistance level, and only if we break above these two levels we can say that some sort of a higher bounce or maybe a correction to the upside is in progress. So please keep an eye on this two levels on the euro dollar. We are bouncing from the oversold, extremely oversold market conditions. The lowest reading of the RSI was 25 points. So right now we're still in the negative market conditions. However, this is the zone that might change this outlook for more bullish in the nearest future. What is the euro to the Swiss franc doing recently? As you can see, perfectly broke to the downside after the level of 9,376 was hit. Recently we are out of this channel here. As you can see, the market is heading towards 9,084 pips. The momentum is already below the level of 50, so bears are in total control of this market. Please be prepared for the test of the level of 9,084, 9,054, or even 8,998. So the outlook for the US dollar to the Swiss franc is bearish. What is oil doing? Crude oil futures are showing us deep decline towards the short-term trend line support. All of these levels right now are the technical resistance. We have pretty much declined a lot, and let me just change this lines to red so we can see those levels are now the technical resistance. And if we take the price entry, you can see that we have declined 25%, almost 24.42, almost 25% decline. This is a lot, but we bounce from the short-term trend line, and we are bouncing from the extremely oversold market conditions. So the question is, if we will reverse like a V-shaped reversal like here, maybe can be made here, and then of course can we go higher towards the $80 again. Please notice that we have a higher high, and so far we have a higher low, which is definition of an uptrend. So as long as we trade above 65.18, we cannot say that we have a temporary top. So please keep an eye on the crude oil. Very interesting price action is going on right now. Last but not least, we will take a look at Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is trending below this, as you can see, this recent trend line, the short-term trend line. Recently we tried to break above this trend line. The market broke but didn't close the daily time frame, daily candlestick. 57,750 is the technical resistance, and the next much more important is 59,528, which is just below $60,000 level. So only if we break above basically $60,000 levels, there are chances for the wave 5 to unfold. As you can see, bulls are still uncertain whether this should be a decisive and dynamic breakout. If it is, they might move the momentum towards the positive territory above the level of 50, which means we will trade above the $60,000 level. Next target 62,517, 64,768, and of course ultimately the recent all-time high at the level of 68,958. That's my analysis for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I see you guys next time. Bye bye.